Hi everyone, thank you for joining today's session. Really happy to see so many participants for the class today. So let me reveal what we are learning today. Today we are going to learn how to make lavash. Lavash is Middle Eastern dish, okay, which will be like crispy, served as a snacks. We will also be learning how to make hummus with this. So generally the lavash are served with hummus dip. So we'll be learning that too. Okay, so here I have taken 75 grams of maida, 25 grams of atta. You can take whole maida also, or we can add 75 maida and 25 wheat flour. To this we will add salt as per the taste. Of yeast to it, maybe 1/8 teaspoon you can say, not much. We will add all water and mix the flour. Slowly add little by little. Now after roughly mixing the flour, we will add 1 tablespoon of butter to this. You can also add olive oil or you can add butter. Okay, now we will just, after the flour is completely mixed with the water, we will just shift it on your platform, or you can take a mat to work with. You can just push and bring it together. Push and bring it together. So now if you see, the dough is with so much of cracks and all. So we want it to get a soft dough without the cracks. So those who have joined late, let me tell them the recipe that we are making is a Middle Eastern recipe. We are making lavash. So what we have done till now, in a bowl we have taken 75 grams of maida, 25 grams of wheat, salt to taste approximately 1/4 teaspoon, a pinch of yeast, and then after mixing it roughly with the water, we have added butter 1 tablespoon. We will just keep kneading it with the push and fold method till you get a soft dough out of it. You can put it directly on your platform, or you can just use a mat to do this. If you feel it is too hard, you can definitely add some more water to this. Very little, not much. Keep kneading it. At least 4 to 5 minutes of kneading. Only then you will get a real soft dough. We will also be learning how to make hummus, dip used to serve with lavash. So if you have any doubts, you can just put them in the comment section. I will take them when we keep the dough for resting. Yeah, at this stage I will also add around 1 tablespoon of olive oil. Just spread this, add approximately 1 tablespoon of olive oil. Okay, and just try to mix it. How to know whether your dough is ready or not? So we'll just make it a ball, okay, and just bring it like this and try to pinch it. So when you pinch it, it should get transparent and it should not tear. Only then it is ready. So you can see it should see through, but I can see it is tearing little from here. So we'll just knead it for a minute more. We just pinch it and see it is now nice thin. Okay, so our dough is ready. So we will just put it in a greased bowl. Just add little oil to this. Grease the bowl. Rest this for minimum 20 to 30 minutes. Yeah, this is how our dough is ready now. You can see there were so many cracks now after kneading it so much. So when you're kneading it, it also creates gluten in it. Okay, so which will make it more softer. Yeah, so this is how our dough is ready. We will just rest it in the bowl for 20 to 30 minutes. We can also add around 1 tablespoon of oil on this. Yeah, and rest it. We'll just cover it with a cling wrap or any lid on this and then rest it for 20 to 30 minutes. So I'll just take up, so we are resting it. While we rest it, we'll just take up the questions that are being asked by everyone. Okay, it is 75 grams of maida and 25 grams of wheat flour. Yeah, and about Hindi, yes, I can, it's very simple recipe, so I don't think you need explanation for that. Okay, this is a lavash recipe. So those who have attended later, it is making of a Middle Eastern recipe named lavash. We are going to make lavash with hummus dip. Yeah, so now we have knead the dough. We just keep it aside and we will make the preparation for the hummus meanwhile. Okay, so we just rest the dough and make the preparation for hummus dip. Okay, to make the hummus, we are using chickpeas, cooked chickpeas. We'll add garlic, little salt to taste, lemon 1 teaspoon, 1 tablespoon of olive oil, we'll also add little water to this. If you have the chickpeas water, you can add that also in this. Add water till you make it fine paste of it. We don't want it to be too runny, so we will add the water in installments. Just taste the salt. empty this. To this, on the top, we will also add olive oil so it does not dry up our hummus. And we will also sprinkle little red chili powder on this or the peri peri powder, and it will be served with the lavash that we will make. Let me just clean up this. Okay. It's been 10 minutes that we have kept our dough. Because I want to show you how to do it, we'll just proceed with this. Otherwise, you can just keep it for, as I said, around 20 to 30 minutes. We'll just put this back on the platform or your baking sheet. You can just press it with your fingers so our olive oil gets little soaked inside the dough. Try to make it a rectangle. So you can see how the olive oil has got soaked inside the dough. We will just roll it in rectangle on the baking mat. You can roll it on the parchment paper if you don't have a baking mat. We'll just roll them thin. So this is a mixture of your sesame, white sesame and the black sesame together. We will sprinkle them on it. After sprinkling, we will just give one more press on it so the sesame seeds get inside the dough. Otherwise, they'll come out when you're baking them. You can see how thin we have rolled it. First, we will cut it into two halves. Then we will make rectangle strips. Then we will cut diagonally. After cutting them diagonal, we'll just put them in the baking sheet. Bake them at 180 to 200 degrees. Now these will be baking at 180 to 200 degrees in the bake mode for 10 minutes. In 10 minutes, the lavash will be ready to serve with the hummus. So I'll just get the baking tray, put them in the baking tray and bake them. So this is how they are placed, and we will bake them for 10 minutes at the temperature 180 to 200 degrees. We'll just preheat the oven for 2 to 3 minutes and we'll put them for baking. And let me get to the questions. Yes, I will share the recipe in the group. So someone is asking, is it possible to share the recipe in the group? Yes, we will share the recipe in the group. So it will be shared only in our WhatsApp group. Which brand olive oil are you using? Any brand is fine. This is Ega brand or Del Monte is available. So any brand can be used. So this is what I am using here. Is this boiled chickpeas? Yes, the chickpeas are boiled, and along with the water that is there with the chickpeas when you have boiled it, or also known as aquafaba, you can add that also along with the chickpeas and blend it into a paste. Chickpeas are boiled or soaked, ma'am. They are first soaked overnight and then cook them in the cooker. What you're preparing, ma'am? Oh, okay. So we are done with making of lavash and hummus dip. Can we fry if we don't have oven? No, they are meant to be baked. They cannot be fried. Is it chickpeas? Yes, it is chickpeas. We have done it with the chickpeas. Excuse me. Okay, should we use olive oil only or any other oil? Because it is a Middle Eastern recipe, we prefer using olive oil. Otherwise, you can use regular oil also. How many degrees we should bake? We should bake it at 180 to 200 degrees. Can we bake in stove if possible? What would be the timing for baking? Directly on the tandoor oven, yes, you can bake it. It would be same 10 to 15 minutes, and you just need to check if they turn brown in color, they are done. Okay, I'll just put them in the oven and come back to the questions. Can send the recipe in the group D. Yes, we will share the recipe in the group. This video will not be available on YouTube now. It will be available at the later only. So whoever wants attends the live session only will get the recipes here. Recipe we will be adding, but we will not be sharing the video again in the group. Which seeds you have sprinkled on, ma'am? We have sprinkled sesame seeds, white sesame plus black sesame seeds. Yes, you can make it without garlic, but hummus dip generally has the flavor of the garlic. But if you don't use garlic, definitely you can skip garlic. So the olive oil that we have used is this here. There are other brands also available in the market. Any olive oil is fine. So I have also made few and kept them ready. So I will show how they look after baking. Okay, so I just get the one that we have already made and kept. प्लेट राउंड प्लेट ही दे दो. ब्लैक. So these are the lavash sticks that we have already baked and kept them ready. We will share the photo in the group also that we have made today. So this is how our lavash with the hummus dip is ready. What can we use in replacement of garlic? You can just skip the garlic. What is the quantity of garlic? Chana, we have used half a cup of chana, and garlic 4 cloves. Sorry, 4 cloves, yes. What to be sprinkled on hummus? Peri peri powder or your red chili powder? What oven you are using? Which brand? We are using Bajaj OTG 28 liters, or we also use a Faber brand built-in oven, so you can bake in those also. Yeah, so this we are done with our today's live session. Thank you so much for joining. Please like and subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much. Have a nice day. Bye everybody.